Hi, Sheba Nails here. Today what I'm going to be demonstrating is a quick fix repair using Sheba Nails Fiberglass on a natural nail. I'm going to be applying fiberglass on the tip of a nail that has a crack in it, so before it actually cracks off, I'm going to be putting some strength on it using white fiberglass that is completely see-through. This is before I'm going to do a nail polish with all-in-one solo gel top and base top coat. So let's get started. First, what I'm going to do, I've already sprayed my nails with disinfectant sanitizer. That's a great way to start any nail service, is being very wary of disinfecting the nails. So first I'm going to gently rub the nail using a fine grit white buffer. These are my natural nails, so you have to be extra careful. And at this point, I'm only going to be roughing up the part that I'm going to be putting the fiberglass on. Again, these are my natural nails, and I don't want to put fiberglass over my entire nail. So I'm just going to put it on the tip where I need to apply the fix. I'm going to be using Sheba Nails Fiberglass in white. Even though it says white, because it also comes in pink, it is completely see-through once you put the resin on it. It also comes in pink, which has just a tint of pink. And those are for those of us who don't use nail polish on top, but it gives a little bit more natural look, a little pink tint, so you don't need to do that. These come in either 1-yard strips or 3-yard rolls, and they're self-adhesive, which is very, very helpful. It keeps the fiberglass in place while you're going to be applying your glue. So what I do is I undo the strip here, and because the nail is about half of the strip wide generally, what I do is to economize, I use both sides of the strip. So what I do is pick it up. Now you don't want to touch, this is the self-adhesive portion under here. You don't want to touch it too much and get oils on it. So you can see I've cut it down the center. I'm going to be picking that up, and you just cut it down to size. It really helps economize on the fiberglass usage. So I'm going to just cut a small portion like that. While it's still on there, I'm just going to apply it only to where you need it. If you're doing a fiberglass application, you would put it as close to the cuticle as possible, all the way down to the free edge. But in this case, it's just a repair. And what's great is the repairs of fiberglass can be done on any type of nail, be it acrylic, UV gel, or of course fiberglass nails or natural nails. Fiberglass, I find, is the best thing to use for repairs because it holds that in place much better than any other product. So at this point, I'm just go ahead and trim it. You want to get away from the cuticle and from the skin. If there's any fiberglass on the skin or the cuticle, it can cause it to lift. So you want to carefully trim that away. Now, as you notice, I'm not pressing down with my finger on the fiberglass. Use either the scissors itself or cuticle stick, but don't use your fingers because you're going to be applying oil right on the nail, and that of course can cause lifting. So I've cut the tip off. Now the edge you don't have to be so careful about because you can go ahead and file it off once you put on the resin. So carefully cut that off. Just like that. And my crack's right here. I went just beyond the crack to give it a little bit extra support. So at this point, we are ready to apply the resin. Let me get that off. There we go. So the resin that I'm going to be using is Sheba Nail resin. This is a brush-on resin. It comes in the bottle with the brush in it. There's also resin that comes with a glue tip applicator that can also be used, but since I'm just doing repairs and I have this on my natural nails, I generally carry around a brush-on resin, which is really great to use to carry around in your purse. So there's the brush-on resin. When you're getting the brush out, carefully, and this is a good tip, is brush it along the side edge of the bottle just like that, so that you don't get too much of the resin on there. So at this point, I'm just going to be gently patting my brush onto my fiberglass. You can see the fiberglass just disappears. You can see right through it. You want to get all the way on the seam And as you can see, I'm not doing my whole nail, I'm just doing just where the fiberglass was applied. Okay. And then this could dry naturally if you just left it like that. We wait a few minutes, but we do have what's called Resin Activator, which with just one spray, it instantly dries resin or glue, whichever you're using. Resin is just a thicker viscosity of traditional glue, which is really good for wraps. So, like I said, all you need is one spray, just like that, and it's instantly dry. So your next step would be to gently blend the edges of the fiberglass into your natural nail, or your nail, be it acrylic or UV gel. In this case, it's a natural nail. So I'm not going to be buffing on top of the fiberglass, only on the edges of the fiberglass mesh. So here on the side where it came out, here towards my cuticle, and gently on the edges. And this is just to do a little bit of blending. But again, you want to be very, very gentle, because you don't want to break the fibers of the fiberglass. It would defeat the purpose of having it hold your nail in place as a repair. So we're going to gently just around the edges of the portion of fiberglass that I put it on, including the free edge and sidewall. And at this point, I would go ahead and put on another coat of resin. And gently, all you have to do is really just pat it on there. You don't even need to brush it on. One important thing is to not put too much resin. That's why I push it against the sidewall to take off any excess. If you do put too much resin, you'll see that the fiberglass mesh will actually lift up off the nail because there's too much on it, and it will come. You'll see that it will slide right off. So if that's what happened, that was the case. You just had too much resin on your brush. So once you pat it on, you can go ahead and just brush it on, just like that. One quick tip is, so that your cap doesn't get stuck on your bottle, you want to give this a nice wipe, just like that, around the edges. That'll help from keeping the cap to stick, and then you won't be able to open the bottle, just like that. Once again, you just give it one quick spray, just like that, and it's instantly dry. And now we're ready for the final portion of this repair, and that would be just to go ahead with a gentle, soft buffer block. I would gently buff my nail, just the portion where the repair was. Now you want to do this very gentle, because like I said before, you don't want to be breaking the fibers that were on there that's actually holding that nail in place. Make sure you get the sidewalls. At this point, you want to be really sure that you don't have anything on your sidewalls touching your skin or your cuticle area, because that will definitely be a cause of lifting. And you're done. It's that easy. And now I can go ahead with my nail polish application, not worrying that this little corner here is going to break off. A quick, easy repair of the natural nail using Sheba Nails Fiberglass System. Thank you for watching.